Hey guys, Joe Cool here. Welcome back to another tutorial. Today we're going to do kind of a revisit of the Enderman farm. The one I made previously was kind of dependent upon the Enderman still spawned pretty close to you and it wasn't that big a deal. So what I'm going to do here is create a real quick Enderman farm, not heavy on the materials. It's mostly fans, which iron and iron gates, pretty easy to make. It's about 10 fans per level. We're going to do, in a way, 6 levels, but it allows you to use more surface area, so you don't so you maximize spawn rate. And if you're familiar with all the vanilla Minecraft Enderman farms, it's using those mechanics. You got to pay attention to your LC value. You got to pay attention to how low you are to improve your spawn rate. So, and where you're going to put it. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing I did, as you can see, I created a Ender portal. Now I've already killed the dragon. You can do that yourself if you want, but the first thing is you want to pick a direction. Any direction really doesn't matter, but you probably want to go the direction away from the island because it's easier to start with that. So where is, how, wow. There we go. Okay, so just grab a building block. Start out, go a little bit out of the island. So you're going to want to go back and you're going to want to get away from the dragon. So you're either going to need to kill the dragon or obviously get away from the dragon. So right now I'm at level 50 and I'm going to go ahead and go out to, let's see, this is at like 122. So I'm going to go out here, 50 blocks or so. So I'll be, alright, I lied. I went out about 100 blocks. Okay, so the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get down to LC, or Y level 1. So I'm at 50. So the easiest way to do that is drop some water. Now water spreads out 3 ways when you drop it on its side. So as you can see, it kind of comes over there. So now what you're going to want to do is drop off to the side. And you're going to come down here and just kind of poke your head out the water and then start drop water. Now pay attention to your Y level, and now I'm doing this without flight, and obviously I have creative flight so I can move around, but I want you to be able to do it without oh hey, look at this. So I guess there's some bedrock down here. That makes things a little easier. Okay, so normally you just kind of come down here and place your block. So I'm on level 5. Usually you can get down a little lower. Some other things you can do, there's some messing around with lava and whatnot. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take this down to level 1. And let's see here. So that's okay. So this is 5, so I need 4 more blocks underneath it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be, yeah. If you can see the water there, that's about the max it's going to end up going. So you end up on, now the map says 2, but if you F3, your feet level is Y level 1. So then now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go out until the back area there, until that is no longer loaded. So you don't want the island loaded at all. So this is going to come out. See, I'm at max level, so we're going to come out to here. Let's go ahead and drop a angel block. That's Kept thinking feather, but feather's the one that you actually. Okay, so we're on. So 5, 4, 3, 2. So that should be our. Yep, there we go. Okay, so that's where we came from, and now that's unloaded. So now the biggest challenge you're going to have is, if you look here, my LC value is 207, which is insanely high, and that's because of all these clouds. Now what you might want to do now is kind of look around at some of the areas. So if you have flying, it's not that big a deal. Because you can see, here's an LC15. This looks like a good spot right here. So right about, see this nice empty space above me right here? That one hits 175, that's too high. But like right here we're at 115, let's see, or at 15, sorry. There. And that's what we want. We want a really low LC value. And what you're going to end up having to do is get a flight pack and go ahead, head up there and clear out all of that. If you want to max performance your Enderman farm, that's what you're going to want to do. Let me go ahead and clean some of this out so we can get started on this, and I will be right. Okay, I'm going to do that later. But go ahead and place your whatever designer blocks you want to design. And so you want to create a platform. I usually just put a 2x2. Now the 2x2 allows the Endermen to kind of bump around as they as you see fit, as you know, as the game allows them to be kind of weird, and so they're not pushing into each other and causing all kinds of problems. So then the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come up about 26 levels to start your first level of the farm. So that's going to put us at, you know, about 28. That gives us about 24 is the spawn range. 28 will give us a nice clean range. So I'm going to go ahead and build this up to 28. I'll be right. Alright, so I created a platform here. Now, this is too high. You know, Endermen are 3 high, so that gives you room to kill at will. And I don't know, maybe I should have used a different block. Let's do this. I think, is that easier to see? You can kind of see it up there. But so, okay, so this is 26 blocks high, and what you're going to want to do is, depending on how wide you want it, now it can only be 8 deep, so I generally made it 21 wide, which was pretty sufficient amount of spawns. Now we're going to add, so a 21 wide is, we need 21 blocks. So there's 2 blocks, 3. So what you can do is, if you know, obviously you don't want to get shoved off the edge here. So you're going to want to come back here and go, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way to 21. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make this too high. And then this is where we're going to start our first level. So you don't really have to make this right here, because it's only Enderman can spawn in here, and then they're not going to be spawning right here. They're always going to be falling in here. So you can use whatever blocks you want right here. You don't really need them when all is said and done. So I'm going to go ahead and lay out 19 wide, 2 wide, 19 by 2 of these conveyor belts. Now these guys, that's going to be the start of the platform, which is going to come out to right there. And I'm going to get started on that, and I will be right back. Actually, alright, so the next thing you're going to want to do is extend this out 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I say 8 because what you're going to do is on not the end block, but this block right here, you're going to put a block there and then a block there, and you alternate it all the way down. These are where your fans are going to go. So I'm going to extend this one out and that one out, and I'll be right. The next thing we need around here is we need a perimeter to keep them inside. So you're going to want to come up to the third block's good, and you're going to want to make a ring around this whole thing. Now what this is going to do, so here it's on flush with the side of the platform. Now back here you're going to want to go over where the fans are going to end up, because we don't want them spawning on the fans or whatnot. I don't think they can anyway, so what we're going to do then, all we should have to do now is we'll put fans down. So let's get our fans going. Now remember, with these fans, it's based on how you're pointing at the block. So I can be over here, I can point right there, and as long as I have it flush, so it's vertical, horizontal, flush, it'll be even on both sides. So let's do this guy here. Now if you want, you can leave it just like this. Now if we come down here, see, we already got some that are spawning down here. I like the glass because it lets me know that stuff's actually working. You see them coming down. And this is only one level. So what do we got now? We're up to 26 total. Now what I like to do, well actually you can leave them right there if you want. Let's see, what are they at? They're about 16. Some of them are still full because they spawn down here. Up to 32. Now, the problem you're going to have is if you make this larger, what you can do is you can extend this out so that you have the same drop for each one. But what's going to happen is you got to account for them taking fall damage no matter where they're at. Oh, and you need a retainer over here as well. Install the fans last, because as you can see they're starting to throw me around. So the next level is going to be right here. So you just make another level, just as you would. So I'm going to go ahead and create another level, and I will be right back. Alright, there's another level done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually break these bricks out so that you guys get an idea of the drop rates. So as you can see, there's quite a few Endermen coming down there. Right, so the next thing you can do to ensure they don't take damage on the way down is, let's see, so we want 2 blocks up, that's 3 blocks up, so we're going to want these blocks here. So we're going to go in good old-fashioned. So one of the things that I wanted to try is, so these guys here, I'm curious if they would actually catch. Oh, I wonder, do you have to put them on? a solid block. So let's try this out. I'm curious if this works. So let's see. Let's go and open up this side. So apparently not. That doesn't work because they're considered blocks and they don't interfere with the other side. So let's go ahead and throw. I was curious if that would work. Let's see. We need buttons and vines. This is good old-fashioned vanilla technology. I wonder if they need two. I don't know. Let's try and block this off and see if they take damage when they fall. Yeah, they still take damage. Okay, so let's try another level of these. There, that's better. Well, that's pretty good. What do you think? Let's go ahead and clear this out. We'll take a look up here, and that's only 2 levels. Well, there you go. I hope that helps you. I hope that solves your Ender Pearl problems. And if you enjoyed it, please leave a like and share it as you see fit. Thanks, guys. Take care and have